in financial services, customers need highly accurate data. So we don't just pass through models directly to the lender. There's a risk of hallucinations or errors in the data. We layer in a series of industry-specific validations and checks to ensure the data is accurate.
Sam Bobley joins us now for a one-on-one interview here at Money 2020 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sam is the co-founder and CEO of Ocrolus. Thanks a lot for being here. It's good to have you.
Thanks so much for having me.
Let's start first and foremost with an introduction to Ocrolus and how you fit into the broader conversation here at Money 2020 this year.
For sure. So Ocrolus is a vertical AI company that focuses specifically on lending. We help make the lending process faster and more efficient. Our software automates the underwriting process, and our specialty is small business funding and mortgage lending.
What are the biggest opportunities in the small business funding ecosystem that you're seeing today?
The biggest opportunity is to just get more small business owners funded faster. Historically, small business owners have had trouble accessing capital from banks. With the rise of cash flow-based underwriting and fintech lenders, more Main Street businesses like pizzerias, nail salons, and florists are able to access capital faster, and we think that's a great thing for the overall ecosystem that Ocrolus is playing a small role in helping to facilitate.
I'm sure you're in active communication with a lot of these small business owners. Tell me more about the pain points that they're experiencing trying to go to the larger institutions and undoubtedly facing a lot of challenges in doing so.
For sure. So we are a B2B2C company in the sense that we communicate directly with lenders, and the lender's customer is the small business owner. So indirectly, we do service the small business owner. The two biggest problems that business owners have are speed and cost of capital. Going to a traditional bank, it's a slow process to get access to capital, and many smaller businesses don't qualify for those loan products. With Ocrolus-enabled underwriting, small business owners can get very fast decisions, often in 24 hours or less, in some cases even instant decisions, and they can get access to capital that they otherwise wouldn't have been able to obtain through a traditional bank.
How has the landscape overall shifted, and even just the last few years? I'm having so many conversations with people in your position who say the general regulatory framework and conversation has changed so much already in 2025. I can only imagine for the years that you've been involved with the company, you've seen a lot of regulatory changes, and I imagine quite a bit of difficulty maybe trying to keep up with all of the changes.
We've seen tremendous growth in this industry. I mean, we started in small business funding in about 2016, and over the last 9 years, the industry has really taken off. I think, if you look at the origination volume of industry leaders like Innova and PayPal, they're really able to distribute a large amount of capital to small business owners. More recently, we've also seen the rise of platform lenders like Shopify or Square, who have embedded capital experiences that might make it much easier for small business owners to access capital. So the ecosystem definitely is changing, and we're excited for continued momentum.
In what ways are you using AI? I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, but I'm sure in terms of the automated, maybe the client relationship directly, how are you leveraging the new technologies?
For sure. So AI has been a fundamental part of Ocrolus' strategy since day one. Our core platform analyzes financial documents like bank statements, pay stubs, tax forms, and so forth. And we do that using a series of different AI technologies. So we build model orchestration technologies that allow us to plug and play the best available AI models for the task at hand. However, importantly in financial services, customers need highly accurate data. So we don't just pass through models directly to the lender. There's a risk of hallucinations or errors in the data. We layer in a series of industry-specific validations and checks to ensure the data is accurate before it's used for a financial decision. So one component of the AI stack is reading documents with over 99% accuracy. A second piece, which is very fascinating, is fraud detection. So fraudsters are getting more sophisticated. One negative of the new AI tools is it's easier to create fake documents, fake identities, and so forth, and our technology helps to combat that. So we look at documents and we run a file tampering detection process to see if a document is synthetic, if it's photoshopped, if it's manipulated, and it's one of the most rewarding part of our job is to catch fraudsters in their tracks and not let fraudsters access capital and then vanish off the face of the earth. So combination of document capture and fraud detection are key to our AI strategy.
To that point of that AI strategy on capture and fraud detection and beyond, What is your outlook here, not just for the remainder of Q4, but into 2026 as the underlying technologies are continuing to change? But to your point, it's not just the so-called good guys that are leveraging the technology. You got to stay one step ahead of the bad threat actors out there as well.
Look, we're investing heavily in this area. Like, I think it's critical for companies like Ocrolus to invest on the good side of this equation, because fraudsters absolutely are always innovating and thinking of ways to game the system. So if lenders put the appropriate safeguards in place using companies like Ocrolus, companies like Plaid, other companies to help verify information, it helps to make it more difficult for fraudsters to get through the hoops. So that's the role in the ecosystem that we're trying to play.
Sam Bobley, Ocrolus, thanks a lot for taking the time here at Money 2020. It's great to have you here today.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.